I think it was huge. I think that Thursday's game was more indicative of maybe a team that's got a lot of younger players and against a really, really good Denver team. Trying to go out and attack them as the game kind of got away from us and opening some spaces up in our back line, just trying to get a goal. And naturally, a good team like Denver is going to hurt you. So, I actually felt during the Denver game, we didn't play that poorly. We create some good chances. We could have been up earlier in the game. And, as the game goes on and you're chasing the game, you kind of go the mentality of, we're going to put more numbers forward trying to score, and on the flip side, it gives them more opportunities, and the best team in the conference will do that to you. But going into yesterday, we flipped the switch. We played really well. Phenomenal second half, obviously, with 5 goals. But the message at halftime, even being 1-0 down, was just keep going. We were playing really well. We could tell the goals were going to come. And the thing that was nice about yesterday is we put in a complete 90-minute performance, which is probably the first time since maybe the Minot game that we've really done that. So it was great to get back on track, not just with a good win, but with a phenomenal performance and a lot of different goal scorers. So that was really cool to see as well.
Your final game of the year, obviously it's a big one for, state pride and I guess maybe personal pride for you as well, but it's also kind of big for tournament standings as well. What are you telling the girls as you guys get ready for this one?
I haven't really spoke to the girls too much about the tournament. I think that what the last 2 years has told me is we've gone into the last game of the season with our destiny always in our hands, and we've always fallen short. And it's not something that I've necessarily been too concerned about. I'm more concerned about our girls playing with enjoyment, playing with passion, and putting in a good performance. Thursday will be a tough game. They have a very good goalkeeper and they have an awesome striker, and they're a hard-working team that's well coached. Mike Regan's a good coach. So it'll be a tough one, but again, we're coming in on a high after playing really well yesterday, and we're going to try and push our game onto them and just see what happens. And after that, we'll see where we stand, But the biggest thing for me is if we're going to be able to get into a postseason, having the performances leading into the postseason that shows that when we get there, we can perform, And I think that when I look at the Oral Roberts game, if that team turns up in a postseason game, we're not really going to have a chance of competing for a championship. If the team from yesterday turns up, we have a chance of competing for a championship. And if you get into the postseason, you want to go in with the idea that we're not just making up the numbers, we actually want to be able to compete for a title. And yesterday's performance was indicative that if we can play like that, we can actually compete for a championship. And that's the exciting part. So hopefully put in a similar performance on Thursday, and then we'll see where we lie at that point.
Is there any update on Kat?
Kat's doing well. I think from a goalkeeper perspective for Thursday, we'll be healthy. I think we'll be healthy. And then, the biggest thing we have to decide is between 3 strong goalkeepers, and Hallie had a good game yesterday, is, who plays. So, we'll just see how practice goes this week, and then we'll kind of figure it out from there.